You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Let's start the debate tonight, and I would like to say what the opposition is complaining about can only be described in one word, and taking a clear position on it tonight. The hashtag for this evening is bye bye black money. But I think an even more appropriate hashtag tonight is, and welcome to the debate Rajiv Desai, Sudhindra, Bhadoria and Gaurav, Bhatia. An appropriate hashtag for tonight, even more appropriate than bye bye black money, would be Sudhanshu, Trivedi, Shahid, Siddiqui and TSR Subramaniam. Can you guess what it would be, Rajiv Desai? You can have a guess what would be the most appropriate hashtag for the Newshour debate 1 tonight. Rajiv Desai?
I can't hear you.
Can't hear me?
Hello?
Of course you can hear me, sir. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, now I can hear you a little bit. Can you hear me? Am I being
question.
heard?
Just starting out the debate by asking you tonight that, in my view, we have a hashtag for tonight on the channel, bye bye black money. What do you think the most appropriate hashtag for this debate would be?
Hashtag reckless act. That would be my hashtag.
You know what it would be? You know what it would be?
To put
it would be
a reckless act. Reckless act. That is what I would say. I think if you shut down a $2 trillion economy, which is the 7th largest in the world, for 2 days, in what you are calling a surgical strike, is an act of extraordinary recklessness. And on top of that, you take out $220 billion from the economy. What do you expect is going to happen to the GDP? You think you're going to get your rates? And then, seriously, Arnab, just let's talk a little bit about the issue. One of the issues is that India runs totally on liquidity, on cash transactions. Most transactions. Here are some facts. 300 million people don't have access to an ID for bank accounts.
Rajiv Desai,
less than half of the population have access. Less than half of the population are banked. There are only 25 million.
Rajiv, I have a bad throat.
So it is what the communist leader said. It's a harassment. And why would anybody do something like this? If it just boggles my mind. This is
one second. First of all, Rajiv Desai and Gaurav Bhatia.
In my entire life.
Okay, one sec.
Who would do something like this? And you're thinking
Rajiv
that you'll
Desai,
get some
I'm sure you can hear me. I'm seeking.
No,
Gaurav, don't come in. Don't come in yet. I have a caveat, something tonight. Please bear with me.
The black part of the economy is just 20%. So of the 219 billion that you've taken out of circulation, let's assume there are 20% black. So that's all you've
1 minute,
taken
this is the longest answer I've heard in all 10 years of doing news.
Like shopkeepers and taxi drivers and bus conductors, they were all using. And you've just in
No, 1 second. Gentlemen, one minute. Just wait. Gaurav, listen. This is what I call cruelty. This is what I call cruelty, and please listen to me, Rajiv Desai. Rajiv Desai.
The hashtag,
we will not be cruel to you because you've never been cruel to any
Rajiv Desai, gala bahut kharab hai.
Not be cruel to you.
Listen, Rajiv Desai.
You're going back to this kind of complete state-oriented.
हौसला तो बुलंद है अर्नब की नहीं.
I'll tell you what's going on. No, I'll tell you what's going on. Rajiv Desai has a leaning towards the Congress.
And making it sound
and this is
more congressman than a congressman.
Okay, 1 second. No, let him be on. I'll tell you what. Rajiv Desai has his leanings towards
like Arnab is
when the Congress used to come on the news, then they used to answer like this for 5 minutes, and when you ask one counter question, they used to say, you never let us speak. Rajiv Desai, don't be cruel today. I have a really bad throat. Gaurav Bhatia, you also show some sympathy tonight. I am doing the program despite a terribly bad throat. but Mr. Rajiv Desai is inflicting cruelty on me on the program tonight. Believe me,
God bless
believe me, I have a really bad throat. So please, when I tell you to stop, halke se stop.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? By parroting
We'll not test
all
your
the
lung
PR
power
stuff
and your
for the
throat power,
government,
I
what are
promise
doing?
you.
You're inflicting cruel and unusual punishment on the people of India. What nonsense!
I think I'll have to. I think I have no option to lose my voice tonight.
At least
and let me tell you, Rajiv Desai, if you don't stop now, I'll continue. My question to you tonight is this. My question is this. Let's get the view on the other side. There is a 50-day window, and I don't care if I lose my voice tonight. There is a 50-day window. There is a 50-day window for all of those who have owed 500 and 1,000 rupee notes to deposit it in banks and exchange them. You have a 50-day window. How is that an inconvenience? Sudhanshu Trivedi is on the debate, and after that, Gaurav Bhatia, please. Sudhanshu Trivedi, please.
Yeah, Rajiv Desai was saying
go on.
that it is the 20% of the currency was for black money.
Yeah.
That is one aspect. But if I would like to ask, how many percentage of the currency was used for terror funding? It was almost 100%. So if there is a 20% blow on the economy temporary for the transition phase, there is a 100% blow on the terror funding. So this is a dual aspect, not only just black money, but also the national security. So Prime Minister has given a decisive blow to the backbone of terror funding. Second thing, government has not withdrawn totally. He is saying that the entire India largely depends upon the cash flow. Of course, the government is providing the alternative. Second thing, government has providing 2 hours of extra work. The government is also providing, banks will remain open on Saturday and Sunday. So as far as the transition is concerned, government is trying its level best to provide the legitimate citizen to their legitimate rights.
So listen, can I tell you, Gaurav, today, when I'm speaking, don't speak over me. It will be terrible of you. I'm telling you, don't be so cruel. On the Newshour, I've rarely made any request over the last 10 years, but today I'm making a request. थोड़ी सी के जो कहती है ना मध्यम गति में बात कीजिए. मैं बहुत ही मतलब आप विनम्र तरीके से आपको मैं कह रहा हूँ, बहुत ही आपकी कृपा होगी. Now the question, मेरी आवाज मेरे साथ नहीं है. मेरी आवाज आज बुलंद नहीं है, मगर आप चिल्लाएंगे तो मैं चिल्लाऊंगा, उसकी consequence आप जानते हैं. Question is this, the limit, मैं prove करते हैं. Let's get them to prove. Question ये है, there is a limit of 4,000 rupees. 4,000 rupees for exchange, which is subject to review in 15 days time. Additionally, there is a no limit on the amount that can be deposited in a bank, which means if you think you are an honest person, if you think your money you paid taxes, it is legitimate money, it is not corrupt money, you can just take the money and take it to the bank. Who's not going to take it to the bank? The person who's going to think that when I put the money in the bank, then someone is going to match it to my known sources of income, and I'm going to be in big trouble. So, Gaurav Bhatia, please counter this. Please tell me one way, and don't give me a speech. Tell me one way in which people are being inconvenienced, and I'll give you 10. Let's debate that way. So, on the side of people who say people are inconvenienced is Gaurav Bhatia. आप बोलिए, उसके बाद Shahid, Siddiqui and TSR Subramaniam will respond. Go on, yeah.
Absolutely.
Go on.
I will. Yeah. Arnab, first of all, I will answer your question first and then come to the larger point, though I wanted to address the larger point first. How people are inconvenienced? Let me tell you, the Samajwadi Party is not against fighting corruption and fighting against black money. But at the same time, we are making some suggestions and we are very hopeful that this government will look into these suggestions and they will agree with us. One suggestion, I'll make 2 quick suggestions. One is that private hospitals are not allowed to take 500 and 1,000 rupee notes. Now, if somebody is ill in the family, it is leading to a lot of inconvenience. Not just government hospitals, even the private hospitals should be allowed to take this 500 and 1,000 rupee note. Second, the courts have not been exempted. We are facing it every day that there are important legal matters that have to be filed. But court fees is not being deposited, which is a very serious concern because citizens come forward to the High Court.
Why would an honest person not open a bank account?
Now the larger point is...
Why would an honest person not open a bank account? Why would an honest person not open a
Arnab,
bank
you're
account?
not-
Wait, one
I'm
minute,
saying
listen to today you
to
can't speak over me.
effectively-
Today with my
you don't
gala,
want to
you
listen
can't
to me.
speak over me.
You're shouting now.
No, with my
Arnab,
no, you have
now,
to.
no. Don't shout.
listen to
I
me.
will tell you the point that I'm making.
Don't make
and
me
I know
shout
you are a
today.
very smart anchor.
going?
You know the point I've made, but you wish
Flattery
to
does not
ignore
help
it
answer my
instead.
question.
Don't do that.
My question is,
The
why
point
would
that
an
I'm
honest
making
person
is
not
that
open a bank
effectively-
account? Arey Gaurav bhai, aaj chillaye
No,
mat.
but you are
30
pretending
seconds,
to
yaar,
be dumb
please.
when you are a smart
Gaurav,
anchor.
if you had a throat like this, I wouldn't be so cruel to
मैं
you.
नहीं चिल्ला रहा अर्नब.
नहीं,
आप
if you
भी
had
तो
a
मेरी
throat
बात
like
सुनिए.
this, अरे मैं सुन रहा हूँ मगर बोल नहीं पा रहा, आप समझ तो
on
लीजिए.
days when I had a bad throat. But let's leave that aside. Now
my question is,
bigger point.
Shahid
Arnab, give
Siddiqui
me
is
1
responding
minute.
to you.
I request you. My bigger
Bhai,
point
you
is far
can't
more
take
important.
advantage
Yeah.
of the situation.
Now I am
Gaurav Bhatia,
questioning.
wait.
No, let me first make my point. No, I am taking just a minute. Please allow me to make my point. I request you. And then you go to any other panelist. My point is this.
Very bad.
We are questioning the double standards of the BJP. Why? That first they curve 500 rupee and 1000 notes and then bring out a rupee 2000 note. Will that help corruption? Second, they accepted donations in the last 1 or 2 years up to the tune of 600 crores. And to the election commission they wrote, just listen to me, they said 60% of that is below rupees 20,000. They said it because they did not want to disclose the source. So how can they fight corruption when there is so much corruption within the BJP? The BJP needs to first
you
this
should know.
out. I think it is a very important point that the BJP needs to answer.
There are around 11
second,
crores. How can you expect
now the
that
BJP
will be
took
getting,
107
this
crores
amount of money?
from Satya Electoral Trust. Has the BJP ordered any investigation or have they looked into
whosoever
how
is
could
opposing
Satya
this
Electoral
issue,
Trust donate
Mulayam Singh,
107
Mayawati,
crores to the
Mamta,
BJP?
Lalu, all those leaders who have
Satya
faced charges and
Electoral
charge sheeted by
We are not
the
opposing.
Supreme Court at one
We
point
are
of time.
saying
Even
that
during the
at
opposition,
least
देखिए नीतीश
in
कुमार
Gaurav
opposing कर रहे
Bhatia,
हैं.
Gaurav Bhatia, this is the
भाई वही
speech.
लोग क्यों अपोज कर रहे हैं जिनके ऊपर चार्ज
मेरा सवाल
जिन पे एलिगेशन
You
लगे
have
थे.
to
अच्छा सुधांशु जी एक मिनट सीज फायर 1 मिनट रुक जाइए गौरव भाटिया प्लीज आप ऐसा मत कीजिए Sudhindra Bhadoria is joining the debate. Sudhindra Bhadoria, my question to you is, Sudhindra Bhadoria is also saying tonight that it's an inconvenience. 1 minute. Sudhindra Bhadoria
For the first time, Mayawati and Mulayam are speaking the same language.
Yeah, it is.
It's something which was impossible has become possible. They are both opposing this move because both of them are really going to suffer. They are going to pay because they have the maximum amount of black money and they have been using it.
You are saying
They have been using it elections. Absolutely.
What are you saying?
We are not opposing.
No, what I'm saying is I'm alleging that they have been using,
We are not
Mayawati
opposing.
has been
You are
collecting
opposing.
money
You speak for
for the
yourself.
last 1
I
year
object.
from every candidate, crores
Don't
and crores
say
of money.
we are not
They
opposing.
normally
We are
invest
just saying
it, but this time they
Sudhindra
have not
Bhadoria,
invested. And that's why they are suffering.
Sudhindra Bhadoria on the right.
In real trouble.
Sudhindra
It is
Bhadoria on the right.
Samajwadi Party and DSP who are in
Sudhindra
real
Bhadoria on the
trouble.
right.
While these
And I
both
think it's a
people are
master
speaking.
stroke by the Prime Minister and maximum people who are going to suffer
Have you asked Mr. Shahid
who have been
Siddiqui
running
to
their
speak,
party
or you have
for
asked me?
Bhadoria
Or is it free for all?
money.
Everybody should keep speaking. I think if it is free for all, so be it. If it is free for all, then let that be a fish market and everybody can speak.
No, come on. Now, Sudhindra Bhadoria, my question to you is not a free-for-all. Thank you for being sensitive. At least the BSP be more sensitive. Mr. Gaurav Bhatia is not listening to me, though I'm trying to tell him to be a little sensitive, otherwise I can intervene. Now my question is, Mayawati has slammed the decision. Sudhindra Bhadoria, my question to you is, I remember that Mayawati pictures were taken of her all the time with huge garlands of notes.
1,000 rupee notes.
1,000 rupee notes.
Now she will have
Now
2,000
you can
rupee
say that is not black money, but whatever the source of that money is, how is it that such money power, cash, is being openly displayed in the lead up to the elections? Your own minister at that time in 2010 said that one garland जो एक माला थी 21 लाख रुपए की माला थी, that in that garland there were 21 lakh rupees of hard currency notes. And in 2010, when people got angry, your party said you will continue to garland Mayawati with notes and not with flowers. No garlands of flowers, only garlands of notes. And in November 2006, Mayawati told her party workers, she was quoted as saying, do not give me gold, silver or costly gifts on my birthday, only give hard cash. Right? Because observe my party as Sahyog Divas and donate the funds. My problem is that you must say on the Newshour tonight, Sudhindra Bhadoria, that your party runs on cash. Your party therefore runs on cash. I can continue to speak, but if you want to answer, please answer. Does your party run on cash or not?
Listen to your lecture. Okay.
I am asking a question. This is not a lecture.
To your lecture, or should I answer? No, you can. You have the right to lecture. You are the anchor. You are always used to lecturing people. So we are here to listen to you today. If you have finished your lecture, I can answer if you have the questions that you have raised in the course of your lecture.
Doesn't have an answer.
Sir, that's all right. If you need more time to have an answer, it's not my problem, but please answer.
Can I answer now? If I don't have an answer, then don't call me. I mean, you call me in the debate and then you keep lecturing me and you don't give me an opportunity to answer the issues that you raise. And let me put this debate in perspective. You see, the issues that we are raising today is in the light of the campaign and to the elections that Mr. Modi went on. He raised an issue that this economy, which has Mr. Ramdev, Mr. Rajnath Singh, Mr. Modi made a continuous campaign that within weeks we will get all this money back, and this money is stashed abroad. It is not in India. We only said it is stashed abroad and it is in India too. But the most important factor is that there are certain families, certain corporate houses, certain monopoly houses who have the real black money. I mean 10 business houses owe to the banks 11 lakh crore rupees. Who are these people? Close associates of Mr. Modi. Who does not know these names? And let me tell you, Mr. Arnab Goswami, please also tell us about the suit that Mr. Modi was wearing with Mr. Obama, which was bought from, it was worth so many thousands of dollars per square centimeter.
Sudhanshu Trivedi was that.
Sudhindra Bhadoria,
where did that money come
I would
from?
like to respond to you.
Traders.
Do you remember what was the first decision of the Modi government after coming into power? The first decision in the first cabinet was constitution of an SIT on black money. This shows our commitment to our
answer. I did not
promise.
Disturb anybody.
And second thing,
I did not disturb. I think all those people who are being hurt because they are being hurt by the issues raised by Bahan Mayawati ji in favor of the peasants, in favor of the weavers, in favor of the working class of this country, in favor of the poor of this country.
Mayawati ji ka dard hum samajh sakte hain, sahab.
These people are feeling unnerved. The BJP,
she uses to take money. It is not me who is saying. It is the Chief Minister of UP, Mr. Akhilesh Yadav, who said, "हाँ भाई वो पैसे तो लेती हैं."
The most corrupt of this country belongs to
your
the
own
Bharatiya
party
Janata
leaders
Party.
have openly criticized and alleged that they have been ousted because they were not able to provide money.
He is protecting Mr. Adani, who
तो आपके दिल में कहाँ चोट पहुँची है वो हम समझ सकते हैं.
Ambanis, who knows tens of thousands.
And moreover, you are a party whose leader Mayawati ji has openly said, "मैं देवी हूँ, मुझे चढ़ावा चढ़ाओ." मैं देवी हूँ, मुझे चढ़ावा चढ़ाओ. किसी और देवी को मत चढ़ाओ.
This is debunking.
Can you imagine? And after that, you are having the audacity to discuss.
You want to stifle our voices? You want to stifle our voices?
Nobody wants to stifle anybody's voices.
Tomorrow, today,
I just asked one question.
Tomorrow it will be political.
In a span of 10 years.
I know you.
In a span of 10 years. How your leader has rose to the stature of more than 150 crores officially declared wealth.
You have already
from nowhere.
tried to stifle the voice of a television channel. You will stifle the voices of the people of this country. We will not sit quiet. We will fight to the finish, and we will see that BJP is thrown out of power in 17 as well as in 19. I am raising these issues because this is a deliberate.
Now have you finished your lecture, Sudhindra ji? अब आपका भाषण समाप्त हो गया.
बहुत ही worked up है. One second, Sudhindra, 1 minute, मत बोलिए please.
आपका भाषण तो हम रोज सुनते हैं. आप हमारा भाषण एक दिन में परेशान हो जाते हैं. आपको तकलीफ होती है.
मैं आपसे सवाल पूछ रहा हूँ सुधींद्र भदौरिया, अगर आप इतने
वालों का भाषण सुनने पर
जी. अरे आप सुनिए, सुधीर एक मिनट सुनिए ना, मैं शांति से एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं. आप इतने क्रोधित मत होइए उत्तेजित मत होइए, आप ऐसे ही गुस्सा कर रहे हैं। आप पता नहीं इतने वर्कअप क्यों, आपके पास तो कोई ब्लैक मनी नहीं है, तो आप इतने वर्कअप क्यों हैं? आपकी पार्टी तो साफ सुथरी पार्टी है, आपकी पार्टी ने कभी कैश नहीं लिया, आपके पार्टी के लोग कोई ब्लैक मनी नहीं करते, आपके पार्टी के लोग सब चेक से काम करते हैं, लेजिटिमेट काम करते हैं, आपके पार्टी के लोग पूरे टैक्सेस देते हैं, आपके पार्टी के लोग बिल्कुल मतलब दे आर द पिक्चर ऑफ ऑनेस्टी। अरे भाई आप इतने चिंतित क्यों हैं? आप तो बड़े साफ सुथरे छवि के और कार्य के। Now my question. आपने कोई गलत काम नहीं किया।
Their money was not accepted. Their 500 and 1,000 rupees note was not accepted from.
Now this is the creation of panic. This is where This is where no, I must clarify the situation. I must clarify this, viewers. I must clarify this situation. Viewers, we must come together now. We must come together now and stop people from creating panic in this country. And therefore, I want to give the facts on the program. For the first 72 hours, all denominations will continue to be accepted at government hospitals, pharmacies in these hospitals, railway counters, PSU buses, airline ticket counters, milk booths, crematoriums, hospitals, petrol and gas stations of public sector companies, foreign tourists at airports, departing passengers at international airports.
Why not exempt the courts also, where the court fees have to be deposited?
You know, there is a foreign tourist who's come in and at the...
Why not private hospitals?
Also mentioned that with due prescription, even you can get money from the shops with the old denomination notes, with the due prescription of the doctor.
So what is the problem really? TSR Subramaniam, what's the problem?
I think you are trying to
What's the problem?
No.
Why are politicians reacting? Some politicians. I'm just trying to understand that why are some politicians in such panic?
Arnab, if you can have half a minute.
All of India knows why they are in panic.
Mr. Bhadoria, don't sound so ill-informed, even if you actually are. अगर आप ill-informed हैं, फिर भी अपनी ऐसी बात मत कीजिए।
2000 का नोट किसके लिए है? 2000 का नोट किसके लिए है? गोस्वामी जी जरा हमको बताइए, ये 2000 का नोट किसके लिए आ रहा है?
अरे सुधींद्र भदौरिया जी, आप दो में से एक तर्क तय कर लीजिए। और one point of time you are saying that this country cannot run without cash. And on other point you are saying why for 2000? What is your basic point of objection? It should be without cash or it should be the same note should continue.
आप इस देश के अंदर डीमोनेटाइजेशन पहली बार नहीं आया, ये मोरारजी देसाई भी लाए थे, उसके बाद और काला धन हुआ और यही तरीका ही मोदी जी अपना रहे हैं कि फिर और काला धन बनाओ। मोरारजी देसाई फेल हुए इस मामले में और मोदी जी उनसे ज्यादा असफल होने वाले हैं, हम लोगों को मालूम है, पर कुछ लोगों को
अगर मोरारजी के लाने के बाद फेल हुआ तो उसमें सबसे बड़ा योगदान जी लीडर्स में था, उनमें आपकी पार्टी है भाई। You are one of the biggest contributors.
भैया आप थी, आप भारतीय जनता पार्टी जो
और मुझे तो ये समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, आप सुनिए, the target was Hafiz Saeed and Dawood Ibrahim, the entire black money which is used for terror activities. ये मुलायम मायावती अपने ऊपर क्यों ले लिए भाई?
आपने उस समय पार्टी तोड़ी,
निशाने पर तो हाफिज सईद और दाऊद इब्राहिम थे।
अब देश डुबा रहे हैं। आपने मोरारजी देसाई को धोखा दिया, अब देश को धोखा दे रहे हैं। आपने उस समय मोरारजी भाई को धोखा दिया, अब देश को धोखा दे रहे हैं।
भाई कहां की बात पे आप चले गए? मोरारजी देसाई
just one question.
हम तो मोरारजी देसाई के शुक्रगुजार हैं। उन्होंने अगर जनता पार्टी से सवाल हटाया नहीं तो आज
सुधांशु जी एक सवाल पूछो। अच्छा चलिए कोशिश करता हूं इनको सवाल पूछने का। In 2014, Mr. Sudhindra Bhadoria, please listen sometimes, relax. In 2014, a BSP worker just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections in 2014 was arrested. When he was arrested,
something about BJP also.
When he was arrested, they found 4 crore rupees.
Tell something about Reddy.
They found
something about
Arey Baba, calm down. Arey Baba, please, don't go on.
Tell something about Yadurappa.
TSR Subramaniam is on the debate.
All
right, listen. You are rattled because in 2014 a BSP worker was arrested with 4 crore rupees in hard cash, and he told the income tax officials that it is black money. That it is black money. You tell me, Mr. Sudhindra Bhadoria, was that person a peasant? Was that person a weaver? Was that person a member of the working class?
No,
He was corrupt, he was dishonest.
We don't get cowed down by some media.
And don't do an indirect defense of dishonest people on Newshour.
We are from the Dalit movement. We don't get cowed down by media and these kind of attacks.
No, there is no question of putting you on countdown. You know, as far as BSP is concerned, भाई हाथी के खाने के दांत और दिखाने के दांत और है।
भैया पैसा रंगे हाथ ले।
वो जिप जो मनी आप यूज करते हैं कुछ और वो तो दिखाने के और है। That is a true characteristic
पकड़ा गया।
somehow accidentally reflects in your election symbol.
बताइए आपका राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष पैसा लेते पकड़ा गया। आपके जेन ड्राइव हवाला के अंदर अडवाणी जी से लेकर तमाम ये यशवंत सिन्हा के नाम से
What you are talking about?
देश को बताइए लोगों के बारे में। देश को बताइए कांड के अंदर किन किन के नाम थे, किन लोगों के नाम थे, बताइए देश को।
भाई जैन हवाला केस के बारे में तो कोर्ट ने क्लियर कर दिया, कॉग्निजेंस नहीं था, किसी भी चीज में कोई रेफरेंस नहीं था। वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द ओपनली कैश व्हिच इज
I now
displayed on your
can I make a point? Can I make a point that my view on this matter is that a section of people of the opposition are merely nitpicking. Yes, there will be a minor inconvenience, but you must ask people like Rajiv Desai opposing the move, and then I'm coming to you, sir. Is it inconvenience, Rajiv Desai, think rationally, not emotionally. Is it an inconvenience if this move results in more Indians moving to the banking economy? No, India will prosper. Is it an inconvenience if it helps increase the number of people in India with access to banking? Let me ask my question. You can't ask my question for me. I will not allow you that proud privilege, sir. Till I am anchoring this program, I will ask the questions. Thank you. Now, thank you. Is it an inconvenience? Just think of my questions. If this moves helps increase the number of people in India with access to banking to more than 53%, which means that accounts will not remain dormant, there will be money in those accounts, India will prosper. More money will be deposited by individuals into the banking system, India's economy will grow.
That's the most dubious argument I've ever heard in my life.
Well, that's the most ill-informed answer I've ever heard in my life, sir.
I've heard in my
sir,
life.
Sir, that is the most superficial reply I've ever heard in my... Please listen to my...
If you're telling me
comments.
that removing $200+ billion from the economy, even for 2 days
you're
or whatever,
not understanding.
Result in
it is not removing, it is replacing.
And of that
let
$200 million that
TSR will
taken out, only 20% is black.
By trying to spread panic.
20% is black. You answer the question.
Okay.
It is not an inconvenience.
How does he know
it is not an inconvenience? It is harassment.
Yeah, how do you know 20% is black?
There's no real survey on that.
The harassment arises.
Those persons who are
who's speaking?
how it percentage
They've said, oh,
TSR.
Oh,
please, sir, we have heard you enough. Sir, we have heard you enough.
TSR.
No, give me half a minute. Please keep quiet. Sir, please keep quiet. We heard you enough. We heard you enough now. Arnab,
go on.
Arnab, we are not talking of facts now. 70 years, 70% of people in India have had hand-to-mouth existence.
Yes, sir.
And we have had every village, every rural area, in urban areas, we had huge poverty. And you are now saying a 10-day inconvenience. People don't have 1 meal a day.
Yeah.
You are now saying 3 days inconvenient is going to kill the country. This is the most absurd argument I have ever heard in my life, number one. Number two, I will say there are 3 major problems in the country. Black money, education, public health.
You can call it absurd if you want.
This is the major blow. This is the major important blow.
You're not.
Ask him to keep quiet. 1 second. Let him speak.
My position.
He's shooting off his mouth. He's shooting off his mouth. Ask him to keep quiet now. He's shooting off his mouth.
I'm not an advocate for any government. I'm here. An advocate for India and the people, and
keep quiet for a moment.
Harassment. What is happening?
Listen them to TSR, no?
Please advocate later. Please keep quiet now.
Okay, let's have Gaurav on the right. Go on.
The benefit ratio is so badly skewed. It's so badly skewed.
Arnab, can I come in now? I will make a few...
1 second, let TSR complete after that. After TSR, go on. Gaurav, after TSR, go on. Complete your point.
Arnab, I want to make 2 important points here now.
Go on.
In 3 years' time, responsible economists estimate that this step could give 3% more to the GDP of the country. This is really going to be a game changer, number one. I am only saying now that if only 2 more steps for education, public health are taken, this country will go back to what it should have been 50 years back, to be on top of the world now. All these politicians have been responsible. They all kill the economy, they have killed the common man, they kill the system, they have no right to speak at all. They're talking nonsense now. They should keep quiet. Please don't exaggerate. Nobody is suffering in the country. People suffered for 70 years. Nobody is suffering now. Don't shed crocodile tears. You don't deserve it. You have looted the country over the last few years.
Can I add one point?
You have looted the country. Please don't continue this way.
Can I make one point to this, sir?
No,
you know TSR Subramaniam, you've been cabinet secretary of this country, one of the country's most honest and independent bureaucrats. You know that today there is 1% of this country, 1% of this country, am I correct, TSR Subramaniam, which pays income tax. That 1% funds the government and helps runs the country. I am proud to say that I am in that 1% and you are in that 1%. But what I want to say is, while we are willing, no, what you're saying is we are willing to shoulder more of the burden of running this republic as much as we want. But what I want to say is, why would the corrupt not share that burden? Why would the dishonest not share that burden? Why would those people who loot this country not share that burden?
Yes, totally
this country has been ruined for 70 years.
1% who have been ruined the whole problem.
And if you talk about
these people are standing up.
I know UP. I know what has happened in UP.
You tell me, speak up today, sir.
UP has been looted by these parties.
Yes.
I know you people for 50 years, I know it very well. These are the people who have done it now. They have absolutely no right to speak now. I've said enough now. I've said enough for the moment.
No, I thank you for speaking up today, because I'd say this, TSR Subramaniam. I have known you now for 20 years, Mr. Subramaniam. From the time that you were in power and I was a reporter. Power means when you were a bureaucrat. No, today I must say this, viewers, I may say this. I've never seen him so angry. I've never seen him so emotional. Because somewhere I believe now the truth is beginning to come out.
Yep.
And somewhere and I want to tell you, viewers, if this gentleman on your screen is TSR Subramaniam, who you saw getting very passionate and emotional, is a cool man otherwise. He's contributed to this country. He also is an average Indian. He is angry today, and is really angry today because we are fed up of this damn nitpicking that is going on repeatedly. This exaggeration that's going on for the last 72 hours in this country.
Forward, the country can suffer a lot, and don't exaggerate at all. There is no suffering in the country.
And I'm saying this today, that if Prime Minister Modi is willing to step up the game and say, I am making a radical change.
Yes.
Then we want this country will grow only with this kind of radical change. Because this kind of nitpicking.
In 10 years, you'll be number one in the world. 10 years.
Yes, sir.
In 10 years. In 10 years, with black money gone, with a clean economy, with a clean system, clean administration, good health, good education, we will be number one. We will beat America, we will beat China, instead of being 190 in the world. That's the reality of the country. It is not, these people have done this country.
And do you think people are not willing to share the burden, Mr. Shahid Siddiqui?
Arnab, I have not met a single person who says that we are not ready to share. They are inconvenienced, of course, but they are ready to take this inconvenience because they have been inconvenienced all their life. Because all their life they have seen the way politicians, the way the business people have looted this country, and there has been a nexus between all these two people. And I totally agree with Mr. Subramaniam. This step, I think, is the boldest step. This should have been taken long time back, but nobody had the willpower. If Prime Minister had the willpower, then people of this country stand with him, and we people like us stand with the Prime Minister. This is a game changer. This is a one of अब तक मैं नहीं मानता था कि मोदी की 56 की छाती है. इस स्टेप ने मुझे दिखा दिया कि 56 की छाती है. And this is a step which is much greater than any other step taken by any Prime Minister in the past, much bigger than the bank nationalization Mrs. Gandhi went for. So this is, and we must all stand up with us.
I said it that
all those politicians who are honest should stand up with him. Whether we agree with him or disagree with him, we may be totally in disagreement with Prime Minister Modi, but we must Stand with him in the interest of the nation, in the interest of people of this country.
On this issue,
Arnab,
I would
allow
say
me to come in now.
openly I would say it is the responsibility of every honest Indian. It is the responsibility of every honest Indian to stand with Prime Minister Modi as he makes takes this
Fortunately,
step.
the politicians were suffering because
and to
of
call
this.
out and question the politicians to call it nitpicking.
Of the people.
No.
They are not concerned about the people. They are concerned about themselves because they have made tons and tons of
Gaurav wants
black
to
money.
respond. Gaurav wants to respond. Gaurav.
Arnab, I hope I'll not be heckled and interrupted. I heard Mr. TSR Subramaniam, and I think he's a very, very respected former bureaucrat. And I think Mr. Subramaniam made a point. We all agree. I was on your show 2 days back, and I also said that the Samajwadi Party will cooperate, and even today the state government was extending all support to ensure that this scheme is implemented and implemented effectively. But first, I've already made the point that there are certain improvements that need to be done, and we are very hopeful that like a responsive government, they will do the needful. But I also wish to raise a larger issue, and I hope Mr. Sudhanshu Trivedi, the BJP spokesperson, would answer it. I am just placing 3 facts and which are very troublesome for every Indian. First is, I am reading from the ADR report, page 4. It says, rupees 84 lakh donation taken by the BJP, PAN addresses details not available, address not available, mode of contribution not given. Second, 107 crore taken from Satya Electoral Trust and General Electoral Trust contributed 63 crores. So this comes to 200 crores. Have they even investigated or inquired whether this is white money and this trust has some basis to contribute such large donations? And third, I would say just today, Arnab, they brought a bill which will be tabled in the parliament, which says that all central government employees cannot be prosecuted unless the central government allows that. Why this amendment is being made? If they are so serious about corruption, then I think first they need to clean their own house. Second, not try to shield the babus who are corrupt. This would send wrong signals and this should not be done. And third, I've already said that rupees 2,000 notes will not help in fighting corruption and black money. Rather, it would be an easy way out for people who want to have black money stashed in their houses. So these are the points I wish to make, and I am sure that he would respond to each one of them rather than only leveling allegations against each other.
Okay, he will respond to you, but I now want to come in and I want to ask the people of this country a simple question. Viewers, I have a question for you. Before I see the political response to that, I'm asking you, viewers.
Let him respond, Arnab. Don't come in between. I think these are very important points. Let him respond. Let him respond.
Now,
don't shield the BJP for a change, Arnab. I think these are very relevant points.
Just a point. I said I'll let him respond and he will respond to you. But I am asking I am asking you.
700 crore shown to be less than 20,000 rupee because they did not want to disclose the source. No,
right.
Let him respond.
And your party?
I request you.
What about your party?
Come in between, let him respond to it.
What about your party?
Yeah, please let him respond.
What about your party?
I will also
respond. What about your party?
If he'll raise the question,
what about your party? How much money was donated which was less than 20,000 rupees of your party? How much money below 20,000 rupees? Why repeating yourself? How much money less than 20,000 rupees? Gaurav, Bhatia, I'm asking you a question. I'll respond to you. You be a Samajwadi Party spokesperson. I'm asking you. How much money from unknown sources below 20,000 rupees was given to the Samajwadi Party? Question. Answer. Answer the question. Answer the question.
Answer my question. Let him first answer my question.
Family, despite not doing anything for 2 generations, have become millionaires.
You don't want the BJP to answer on your show?
You are a learned fellow.
Did the Samajwadi Party introduce rupees 2,000
Singh Yadav and his all family members have become the owners of hundreds of crores of wealth without doing anything in 2 generations.
No, they haven't.
As far as the prosecution of the implies are concerned, I would like to say there are certain state governments like you who tries to withdraw cases from criminals, from terrorists and try to put false cases on others.
Has filed an affidavit declaring hundreds of crores of income. Not anybody from Not anybody from Mr. Mulayam Singh Yadav's family. Please have your
And third allegation you have put that BJP has shown 700 crore rupees.
Saying I have
if at all your figure is correct, whatever the figure is,
now
that it has shown that it has come from donation less than 20,000 of crores. If I ask you, how many members your party is having? Can you tell me on the call first? You tell me how many members of your party are there on record on your roll? On your record,
Gaurav,
BJP is having 11 crore members.
Black money in India.
One second, Gaurav.
In that proportion, if you say a few hundred crore rupees, it's obvious.
No.
Even on an average, the worker is giving 200, 300 crore rupees, then it will come to that amount which you are talking about.
I am talking about Satya Electoral Trust. Can you throw some light on Satya Electoral Trust giving you 107 crores in 1 year? And General
On those type of things, we can have a separate debate. At present,
have you
it
looked
is the
into these
debate
trusts?
on the issue of what is your stand on black money.
And
और मजेदार बात ये देखिए साहब एक है इनकी मुलायम सिंह जी की पार्टी जो कोर्ट से चार्जशीट फेस कर चुके हैं एक विरोध करने वाली है मायावती जो नोट की माला पहनती है एक विरोध करने वाले हैं केजरीवाल जो अब जिनके 2 दर्जन विधायक जेल में हैं तीसरे चौथे विरोध करने वाले लालू प्रसाद यादव जिन्होंने की चारा घोटाले में जेला और 5वीं है ममता बनर्जी शारदा स्कैम तो भाई ये ऑल स्कैमस्टर्स आर जॉइनिंग हैंड्स एंड रेजिंग अ पाम
political
on the ostensible background of becoming the champion of the people's cause.
Confidence.
A question.
Otherwise, you are heading for the doomsday.
Okay, now just a minute, Gaurav Bhatia, just wait.
You have not answered my questions.
Observing a point tonight.
I have answered.
Observing a point tonight. That Gaurav, you know this. That when you were speaking, Sudhanshu Trivedi was absolutely quiet. Shahid Siddiqui was absolutely quiet. TSR Subramaniam, a very senior man, was absolutely quiet. Three people who disagree with you were showing you the courtesy, of listening to you. I just want to ask you, why would you not show the same courtesy to these three people? When they are quiet when you are speaking, why can't you be quiet for 30 seconds when they are speaking? What is the problem? Is it not courtesy that demands?
You came in between, Arnab, that's why.
No, courtesy. Courtesy. No, you check your tapes. I'll send you a tape, Baba. You'll see that you'll find that you always speak over others. No, Gaurav, the three people. It's not correct. It's not good form. It's not good form. It's not good form, Gaurav. Then people are sitting here. When you were speaking, all 4 or 5 people were quiet. No, the point is it's bad form. It's bad form. It's bad form. It's bad form.
Gaurav, when I ask about your party, you are unable to say anything.
It's bad.
How Gayatri Prajapati from a BPL card holder to become a 100 crore owner in a span of few years? Do you have any answer? I am unable to understand what magic stick in your party is.
You tell me.
A person in the BPL category just a few years back has become a owner of 100 crore wealth.
Mr. Mulayam.
And he got full patronage from your party chief Mulayam Singh
Who are you
Yadav.
talking about?
When Akhilesh throws him out, then Mulayam Singh orders him, take him back. And he is found sitting on the side of Mulayam Singh Yadav in a party convention. Can you answer this?
And one question which I've heard, I want to ask this question always. It's been told that it's marriage season. It's been told that it's marriage season. शादी का समय है, marriage season है. इस समय इन्हें करना चाहिए था. इसका क्या मतलब है? That people are doing weddings with black money. If people are doing weddings with honest money, the weddings can carry on. And I'm saying this on record tonight that if there are weddings happening in this country with black money, then those weddings must be scaled down. If those people want to say, we'll splurge black, it's a wedding so we can splurge black money, then I pit their logic against mine. This country cannot run on black money anymore, and the weddings argument cannot be used. There is nothing which says that weddings can be carried out with black money. Nothing. Even weddings will not be exempt if they are running on black money. Gaurav Bhatia, you're looking to stress.
The white money cannot be withdrawn.
Shahid Siddiqui only on the screen. Shahid Siddiqui, I can't hear it, only Shahid on the screen.
Can you understand that?
Only Shahid on the screen.
Arnab, what I'm saying is that it's here that the black money is used. It's used in politics, it's used in marriages, it's used
by these very people. So that is what the country is trying to control, and these people should cooperate. And if they are not cooperating, it means that they are encouraging black money, and they are. It's no other state but UP that sacks of money have been found which have been burned. So this burnt money is coming out in UP, nowhere else. So maximum black money is one of the poorest states in the country, is in UP. And because the elections are due, the whole lot of black money is being collected by these leaders, and this is going to be spent. And that's why they're worried. They're extremely worried. How are they going to face the elections? Because that's where the money they had collected to be used.
I hope you will do me the honor. Just give me 30 seconds. I want to make a point. I have a really bad throat. Nobody showed me any sympathy. Gaurav was particularly cruel during this program. But I just want to say this, viewers. Viewers, I just want to say this, but don't now. Don't, Gaurav, don't. If my throat is gone tomorrow, you're responsible. Now listen to me. Point is, I'm asking you, viewers, that is it an inconvenience? We have a parallel cash economy. As a contemporary Indian, I feel insulted when I go around the world and I'm told that your country, maybe you may call it a great country, but it has a parallel cash economy which is estimated at 1.4 trillion US dollars, which means 90 lakh crores, 9 million crores. If this is being cleansed, if Prime Minister Modi is saying, I will cleanse this black money component of 600 million out of this 1.5 trillion, I don't know who will say that this is an inconvenience. This is not an inconvenience. This is the revolution. This is a revolution in our financial sector. If politicians say it's inconvenience, you are moving towards a banking economy. You are moving away from a culture of accumulating savings through banks is encouraged. You can't save amounts of hard cash and take it away from this country. And viewers, listen, don't believe anyone who says that there are weddings to be done. There is food to be bought. There are houses to be bought or leased, or property transactions to be done, and that's why there should not be a moratorium on black money. I'm saying this tonight.
Private hospitals.
No wedding in this country should be allowed to carry terror or black money.
Any valid point
not one wedding. Not one wedding should happen with black money in this. It's an insult to
I just like to put some facts. The government has allowed 2.5 lakh rupees. If somebody from his honest earnings is having few lakhs of rupees,
that's right.
Then 2.5 lakh rupees for per woman. Per household lady, 2, 3, 4. It may be. You can have 7, 8 lakh rupees. I don't think that any middle class was having much more than higher.
Not just that. Today, if there is a price correction in the real estate sector as a result of this, because I know and I can confidently say in this country 10 to 20% it is told of transactions in the real estate sector 40, or more.
40, 50.
Anyway, 30-40% is who pays the price for this black money component?
40,
who pays the price for black money components of the real estate sector? Viewers, you do.
It is middle class.
Because if you dear viewer are a salaried, honest, middle class person and you want to buy a house, your house of allow me, gala kharab hai. You can't buy a house.
Why is the BJP amending the Anti-Corruption Act?
You are not able to buy a house. You are not able to buy a house because somebody with black money is corrupting the system and making the price levels unaffordable for you. You can't send your child to a good college because somebody with black money is going to and paying capitation fee in that college. Right?
Absolutely.
I say today, let the people running all these kind of organizations be made to suffer. Clean up the system. If it's an inconvenience, the people of this country are ready for that inconvenience. I am ready for that inconvenience. We are ready for that inconvenience if required. Even if the inconvenience is longer, we are ready for this inconvenience. But in our lifetimes, and for the next generation of this country, for our next generation, we want that revolution to happen now. Thank you very much for joining me on debate number 1 on the Newshour tonight. Hey, again, you won the last slide.
मैं कहना चाहूंगा अगर थोड़ी सी इनकन्वीनियंस हुई भी है, गौरव जी तो सुनिए, उसके लिए मैं एक लाइन कहना चाहूंगा कि चमन को सींचने में पत्तियां कुछ झड़ रही होंगी. यही इल्जाम हम पर लग रहा है बेवफाई का, मगर कलियों को जिसने रौंद डाला अपने हाथों से, वही दावा करे अब चमन की रहनुमाई का.
Sudhanshu, Trivedi, on lighter note, आपके पास do you have an encyclopedia of these muhavras? That's the quotation king on the news. Sudhanshu Trivedi, I put this question to everyone tonight. Let's have that revolution now. Let's change the system. Thank you for joining me tonight. Debate number 2, viewers, is coming up next.